Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your weekly reading, weekly energies. This is for the first week in the month of August. And I keep hearing quite strongly, cautious. Be extra cautious this week. Why it's so? Next week, it's kind of preparing something very special for each and everyone. And speaking about special energies related to Mercury that goes direct next week on the 11th, the Lion's Gate on the 8th, and the full moon in Aquarius on the 9th. So this week is like no other. Let's see, darlings. What are those extreme energies that we gotta be cautious? Extra cautious energies for you. If anything connects with you, Gemini, glad to hear your feedback. And I know there's certain zodiac sign last time, most likely I believe it's Pisces, that got triggered into certain things. Know that I never intend to offend, neither judge anyone. Certain messages, certain phrases, that's what the Spirit wants to go into. It's not to trigger you. However, if there is any trigger, either makes you happy, either makes you sad or upset or even rage, those things should be taken care of by your self-loves. Let's see what we have for you, darlings, and what do we need to be extra cautious this week, the first week in August. Underneath we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords speaks of I get away with the things. Or there's something here you think you're gonna get away with the things. Could be not. Because sometimes we can get away with certain things a couple times, but not always. That really speaks of do the right thing for the right reason at the right time. No matter the reason, no matter the time. The Hierophant, Ace of Cups, the Sun, Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Fool. All right. What I am hearing is if you try to see someone or you looking to someone, this also could be reversed or flip the energy, okay? If somebody here looks to you in incognito or looks to your profile or to your media hidden, or you look to someone through the hidden mode, is gonna come obvious. So do not, if you want to look to someone, be bold and don't hide. Because somebody here will be exposed this week. Either is someone who's looking at you, or if you look at someone, will be exposed. And sometimes we know to hide certain things, we need to hide them in plain sight. That's kind of a thing here. If you want something, make them obvious. Even though it's not your nature or doesn't feel like it's your nature. Okay? For others of you, it's someone here who might tell you, I love you, and they actually mean it. Sometimes we do say to people, I love you, I care about you, but this will be very, very strong and obvious to someone that they are not joking or they are not playing around, things like that. Okay? let's see what else is there. Wow. 7 of Cups. This is something here like I'm looking for a method to go around or to switch around, but I should go straight. It's kind of like going straight, going bold, going big. It's better than finding a way. 9 of Pentacles. That speaks about your confidence needs to speak by itself. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. If you really want something to go forward, that's the universe energy here. Don't look for a way or in a certain way. Another thing here, if you wanted a certain job or a certain opportunity, just be bold. It's like, I want this. You know, this kind of reminds me that person who says, a couple years ago, I believe, was like a little pixel. I sell 1 pixel for $1 and I'll make 1,000,000 pixels for $1 million and I'll become a millionaire. This is kind of a thing here. Is like the bigger picture, it's more important than the small picture. Or trying to figure out sideways than going straight. Don't. There's something here. It's kind of either you hit or miss. Either you get it, either you don't. Whatever that is for you. But something here, look at this with the 8 of Cups, the Hermit, will put you to think, will put you to reflect that either I stay hidden or I get up in the light. Something here, again, needs to get up in the light, needs to get up bold. This is not a time for you to do sideways or hidden ways, or maybe somebody will notice. Something here, it's about you make yourself noticeable. You put yourself up in the light because nobody will. If you want someone, you go straight to them. You can get a slap or you can get an yes. I want to get out with you, or I want to have a chance with you. But I know some of you might say, well, this is not how it works in the real world. You might be surprised. And I'll give you my example. A couple years ago, in my 20s actually, I was going to a store for grocery shopping. I was alone with my cart, how everybody goes. And I noticed someone is keeping an eye on me. Feel like it's a stalker, but was not. The gentleman was very well dressed up, but probably was twice my age at that time. And I've seen it once. They look kind of in a certain way, and then I just continue my way. And then I see them again, and just moving on, I thought it's just me, just looking weird. And suddenly the gentleman approached me with a business card and asked me for a lunch or dinner, whatever feels best for me, and hand their business card. I was quite hesitant because he was approaching gently and he actually apologized for such behavior, which was quite unusual. And I hesitated for quite a while. At that time I was talking with my boss. I used to work for a professional, and she told me what I have to lose if I gonna call and have a lunch. It's midday, it's a plain sight, so you don't have to worry. And I end up dating the person, and yes, he was much, let's say, older than me at that time. and indeed was a gentleman. We end up splitting later on due to certain, misunderstandings. Most likely, I always love to be on time, and he definitely been a business professional, and he been late twice on the dates. And for me, it was very important to be punctual, and that basically was the main reason. Because why? If someone, that's how I used to think at the time, if someone doesn't give you priority and doesn't make you on time, in life it's pretty much that same. If they make you priority, they go. The story is most likely to point to the energy we have here. And yes, it's real. Yes, you can meet someone even when you go to grocery store, even when you go to shop. The story is for those who are trying to get attention to something, but you need to get to the source. That's exactly how this gentleman came to me. Handed me the business card. And actually, I really love the way they introduced themselves. And sometimes figure out to get to something, we gotta get to them. That's the energy I'm picking up. So staying in the dark and trying someone to get notice us, no. This time you gotta go full speed, in full light. You don't go subways, you go highways. That's the energy here, which might be an extreme energy to go to, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay, because that's gonna work. That's what I'm hearing. Ooh, too many cars jumped. Knight of Swords. For many of you, this is about you, because from the Knight of Swords, it's kind of change of plans to the King of Swords, the bold, the going through the target. I know my plans, I know where should I go and how to, and this is gonna give you the quick move. For some of you, this is towards someone's heart. For others of you, it's business-wise. But this is a very good, bold energy to approach. There can be any complications or not. There can be anything that you might not expect or might see, or the world. So what could be expected or unexpected is this world. And the world we know, it's a cycle that ends. Again, if you used to do certain things before, not any longer. The world speaks of the old ways are going away, the new way. So if this works, I don't see you anytime soon use those same methods you used to. It's kind of a new way, a new approach that it's actually working for you to get what you want or where you want. For some of you this week, it's kind of resurfacing a gem, a formula, a way how the things are gonna work for you. And this is definitely going and gonna work for you. It's ironically or spectacularly how the things can work sometimes, especially when the Mercury is retrograde, when certain events coming in. Because this week is it's kind of that week, that calm before the storm. So before everything changes, everything's happening, we got this. Is there any advice or message from Spirit to my Geminis? Page of Cups. The message is very strong here that sometimes you gotta believe a little more in you than in anything else out there. And sometimes you are the one to give yourself a chance, even though it's not perfect, even though you don't have it all. Because even though those things, those people, we've seen that they have the most charisma, the most out there, they don't. They don't. And that's why the Spirit says the trial and error sometimes works. Because something here you never try, the answer is no. You never ask, the answer is no. Or if you do, things might turn in your favor beautifully. And yes, certain things definitely are gonna start moving in a certain way that you probably least expected this week. I will say congratulate you, Geminis. Go ahead and do not be shy. Just a bit. Don't. Love and light, darlings. Be yourself. And I'll see you next time. See you, loves. Bye for now.